Top 5 Terrifying Ghost Videos Caught on Camera. Welcome back, everyone, to Creepus. Today, we're looking at 5 disturbing paranormal videos that have recently surfaced online. Make sure you're watching this with the lights on, because some of these are genuinely unsettling. The Endless Stairwell. Our first clip comes from the TikTok account Hockey First. In their recent live stream, we watch someone descending what appears to be an infinite staircase, with lights flickering on their own throughout. The person continues downward for an extended period, never seeming to reach the bottom. It's as if they're trapped in some kind of supernatural loop. Occasionally, bizarre things happen. At one point, the stairwell even completely switches to the opposite side, which makes no sense if this is a normal building. But here's where it gets truly terrifying. A figure dressed entirely in black robes appears behind the person filming. This cloaked entity moves slowly down the stairs, pursuing them with deliberate, calculated movements. The way it moves is deeply unnatural. Some viewers claimed this looked like a computer simulation, but others pointed out the realistic body movements, the person's legs visible in frame, and authentic audio of their breathing. Other people suggested looped footage, but the constantly changing elements, the shifting staircases, the appearing figure, varying light patterns make that unlikely. The whole thing resembles the horror game SCP-087, which features an endless staircase with a pursuing entity. So what's your take? Genuine paranormal activity, dimensional anomaly, or incredibly sophisticated editing? The Haunted School in Mazatlan. A brave explorer ventured into an abandoned school in Mazatlan, Mexico, after hearing persistent rumors of hauntings. Local residents reported seeing thick mist filling the corridors late at night, with no explanation, and hearing unexplained voices echoing through the halls. Even more disturbing, some locals mentioned rumors of a hidden underground classroom where children were allegedly abused years ago. If true, this would explain why the location might harbor such dark energy. Places where genuine suffering occurred often retain spiritual imprints of that trauma. During his 2 a.m. exploration, he made his way through the dark building with only his flashlight. The atmosphere was already tense. Then he entered one of the old classrooms, filled with abandoned desks and chairs. Suddenly, without warning, the furniture began moving on its own. Not just slightly shifting, desks and chairs were sliding across the floor with clear, deliberate movements. You can hear the genuine shock and fear in his voice as heavy objects move with force, scraping across the floor, with absolutely no one else in the room. Within seconds, he's backing out and then running, genuinely frightened. The footage ends as he flees the building. Was this authentic paranormal activity, perhaps spirits of abused children? Or was this staged with hidden mechanisms? Unfortunately, he didn't return to investigate further, but that fear in his voice sounded pretty genuine to me. The Abandoned Asylum. This footage comes from Brazilian TikToker Natalia Valente, who explored a derelict psychiatric asylum with friends on April 3, 2021. Abandoned asylums are notorious paranormal hotspots, places of immense suffering, fear, and often inhumane treatment. Her exploration spanned 7 videos as they investigated different wings of the massive facility. Most showed typical abandoned building footage, decayed walls, old equipment, overgrown vegetation. But Part 3 captured something genuinely chilling. They were exploring the Rosa Wing, reportedly the worst section where the most severe cases were kept under terrible conditions. As they approached the morgue section, you can hear their nervousness increasing. While filming through dirty windows of a locked morgue building, pale, ghostly figures can be seen standing motionless inside the dark rooms. These aren't vague shadows. They appear to be human-formed entities, unnaturally pale, standing perfectly still, staring into nothingness with blank expressions. The truly unsettling part? Natalia and her group didn't notice them at all while filming. They walked right past, completely unaware. It was only later when reviewing her footage that these figures became apparent. Could these be spirits of former patients, forever trapped in their place of death? The way they stand in that eternal, motionless stare is profoundly disturbing. That's Not My Wife. This series from Dude, My House is Haunted documents one of the most thoroughly documented residential hauntings online. The homeowner experienced strange phenomena for a decade, but initially the activity was mild enough to ignore. just creaks, drafts, minor things. Recently, everything intensified dramatically. The activity became impossible to ignore, prompting him to install security cameras throughout his home. Initially, he believed this might be his deceased wife's spirit, a comforting thought. He frequently found objects moved and cabinet doors open. After completing kitchen renovations, he found a chair mysteriously repositioned. Checking his security footage revealed something shocking. The chair slowly slid across the floor on its own, spinning as if invisible hands manipulated it. Then a misty, semi-transparent figure materialized and violently hurled the chair across the room with tremendous force. This aggressive behavior made him doubt this was his wife's gentle spirit. Days later, things escalated horrifyingly. While investigating sounds in his hallway, he felt something physically touch his back. He turned around and froze in terror. An extremely tall, shadowy presence loomed over him, far taller than any human. He was completely paralyzed with fear. The entity felt purely malevolent. He then began hearing tormented whispers throughout the house, anguished voices that sounded like suffering souls. His attic door was captured on camera, violently slamming shut by itself. He's now convinced something malevolent lives in his attic, possibly trapping other souls there. His theory is this entity might have always been in the house, and his renovations disturbed it or strengthened its presence. This follows known paranormal escalation patterns and is extensively documented with clear footage showing his genuine fear. Bonus: the rocking chair. Our final clip shows an ordinary family moment. A girl filming her younger brother playing with their dog on a sunny afternoon. Completely normal, wholesome content. Then suddenly the boy stops playing, goes still, and his expression shifts to fear. He points across the room with clear concern. When his sister pans the camera over, a wooden rocking chair in the corner is rocking steadily on its own. No one near it, no pets, no drafts, just moving independently as if someone invisible is sitting there. But here's the disturbing detail. If you look carefully, a dark shadow figure appears perched on the armrest. This isn't random movement. There's an entity sitting there causing the motion. Then the shadow figure stands up, moves deliberately along the wall like a two-dimensional shadow, and disappears completely. No additional context was provided. We don't know the location, history, or what happened after. The child's genuine reaction is particularly compelling. In paranormal research, children are often more sensitive to spiritual presence than adults. So those are 5 genuinely disturbing videos. What do you think? Authentic paranormal encounters, elaborate hoaxes, or misunderstood natural phenomena? If you enjoyed this, subscribe and hit that notification bell. You can also follow Depths of Despair on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter for more paranormal investigations. Stay safe out there, and remember, sometimes the things we can't explain are the most terrifying of all. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.